the more successful you are. The moment you get that promotion, you're a target. The moment you're excellent at a certain skill or a certain job or a certain ability, there's an issue. And the more success you have in whatever endeavors, it could be your career, your job, your whatever it is, that becomes, you actually experience more problems. So the idea of solving a problem or the idea of running away from a problem is essentially futile. You know, it's pointless because we will always be presented with problems. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Temi, and on this channel I share content along the lines of personal development and self-improvement content. Thank you for joining me once again on a new video in a brand new series called The Courage to Take Action, or the Courage series. I'm really excited about this series because I feel like it's a completely another level or another step up in terms of the things that we've been speaking about previously in the previous series. And you know, I find that when we're on our journey to leveling up, taking courage, having courage to actually take action is what is going to get us to our next level. So guys, if this sounds like it's something that's up your street, let's say you've been wanting to crush your goals, or you've really been wanting to level up, or just, you know, push yourself and see what you can achieve this year, this moment in your life, this period of your life, then this series is definitely for you. I'm gonna stop talking because I want to get straight into the video. And if you haven't already, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel and share this content with other people that you know is really going to benefit or are really going to benefit from it as well. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so this video I've titled Embracing Setbacks, and one of the reasons why I find that it's so important to embrace a setback is the fact that in order to actually grow, in order to actually get to wherever it is that you want to be, whether it's you want to change jobs, or you want to switch countries, or you want to build a business, or I don't know, find the man or the woman of your dreams, whatever it is that you want to achieve, it's about taking action. And in order to take action, you need courage. Like, it's really funny, the fact that, you know, a lot of the people who are successful in life, it's not necessarily that they are the most brilliant minds. If you think about it, like, there are a lot of people who are very intelligent, very intellectual in life, who never really, you know, make outstanding progress. And I think what sets apart the people who we admire and who we see as, you know, really successful today, or having a certain lifestyle, is simply the courage to take action. It really does take courage, because at some point in your journey, not everyone's gonna understand where you're going. Not everyone's gonna understand the route that you're taking, or the decisions that you're making, or essentially the person that you're becoming. But it's so vital that you do not sleep on yourself. It's so vital that you understand who you are, and that you like who you are, and that you understand where you're going. That's the most fundamental part of the journey of life. And I find that sometimes a lot of the times you're actually gonna need to have courage. And I find that courage isn't necessarily a skill, it's more of a mindset. To take courage, or to have courage, is about a mindset that, okay, I want to achieve this, I want to get here, but I know there's going to be obstacles along the way. And it's going to take me having courage to actually plow ahead, to actually forge ahead. Even though the storms are raging, and even though there's so many things right now that is anxiety producing, there's cost of living, there's, you know, the rise in taxes, there is so many things that people are contending with right now. And as young people, it's even more scary, because it's like, when you see so many things that are happening in the world, it's really difficult as young people sometimes to really even, you know, think about a future, or even really have an idea of like what is actually realistic in this current climate. And so I think the courage, or having courage, is important, because not everyone's going to understand you. Not everyone's going to understand where you're going. Not everyone's going to understand the business that you're trying to create. Not everyone's going to understand the life that you're trying to build. Not everyone's going to understand the partner that you choose to select. Not everyone's going to understand you and your personality. But regardless of all of that, regardless of all the confusion, regardless of all of the naysaying and all of the noise and rhetoric and distraction, you still need courage to forge ahead. You're going to still need the courage to stay committed to the vision, stay committed to the goal, and stay committed to that which you have intentioned or put into purpose, that which you want to see basically manifest in your life, right? And one of the reasons why I have actually titled this video Embracing Setbacks is because when I think about my own life, and I'm still fairly young, I just celebrated a birthday, last week, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel really, really blessed, in the sense that I haven't, you know, for the most part, I've been, you know, I don't want to comment too much on my life because I don't know who's watching. I don't know who you guys are, but I know that you guys are for me, so that's fine. But like, yeah, I recently celebrated a birthday, and when I think about my life, I've gone through so many highs, but equally I've gone through challenges as well. And I find that I had one of those major setbacks, you know, like when you just feel like this is definitely a setback. And I remember the mindset that I had when I felt like I was going through a proverbial setback was what actually helped me to get through the proposed setback. Your mindset and how you perceive a setback will either help you, propel you to use that setback as a stepping stone for your future, or will determine whether you're buried by the setback. Now, we all face setbacks. We can face global setbacks, which is like the pandemic and, you know, the pandemonium and everything that happened around that whole, you know, situation there. But we can also face community setbacks, and we can also face individual setbacks. And the mindset that you have when you're going through such a crippling dark period that looks like it will bury you, the mindset that you have during that period will either make you or break you. It will either allow you to level up from that setback, or it will actually bury you in the setback. And so it's about transforming adversity into a stepping stone for your next level, right? So one thing that I would say is that, from my understanding, I find that setbacks have actually been pivotal to my growth, to my development, to my wisdom, which I think I'm pretty wise, to my strategy, to my business ideas, to a lot of things to basically who I am today. If I did not go through a setback, or setbacks, or challenges, or obstacles, or things that felt very uncomfortable and things that felt very, very like crippling, I do not think I would be able to even be a life coach or a therapist, or even be able to give much value, right? Because it's from what I've gone through that I have been able to give back to others, that I have been able to be a sounding board for other people. I cannot begin to say the amount of people that I have recently started coaching, and you know, I really want to share, probably in a separate video, some of the things that I love so much about coaching, because I've noticed that I'm no longer just becoming a life coach, but I'm now also, kind of delving into business strategy and business consultancy. And a lot of that has come from the things that I've been through and the ability to actually channel that into something that is actually a stepping stone and a catalyst for greatness, or a catalyst for something more. So your mindset and the things that you tell yourself when you're going through a challenging period in your life is either gonna help you to get out of it, or it's gonna sink you in there. And so one of the things that I've learned in my journey, personally, like this is not even about any clients anymore, one of the things that I have learned personally is to, as difficult as this is gonna sound, because I'm a baby girl, like honestly, who wants a challenge, who wants a setback? But honestly, one thing that I have learned personally is not to run away from problems, not to run away from struggles, and not to run away from difficulties. Now that doesn't mean that you fight every battle. That's not what I'm saying here. Obviously, there are some battles that you do not fight because there's no point in fighting. There are some things that you do not face because it's a waste of your time. But I'm talking about problems and things that you're gonna have to face that are meaningful, or that you have to go through. Objective word is have to, in order to get to where you need to be. And so one thing that I personally have always told people, from about 2021, I remember coaching and just sharing, my advice. And I remember telling one of my clients back in 2021 that whatever pain you've gone through, purpose in your mind and purpose in your heart that you're gonna profit out of it. Now that you might be thinking, that sounds very, I'm not too sure if that is the right thing to be saying, but when you go through a challenging period and you're in a place of difficulty, you're in a place of maybe emotional pain, or it could be financial strain, or it could be whatever the pinch actually is, purpose in your mind that you are going to profit out of this experience. One of the things that has helped me so much is that mindset, that whatever challenge I come across, whether it's a personal thing, whatever challenge it is, I somehow am going to profit out of that. And I've been able to build a business out of the difficulties I've been through. I've been able to really level up so many different areas personally, and also help other people to do the same, that I really do believe that it really is essential. You can write books, you can build webinars and courses and share your knowledge and expertise and help other people out of tight spots, simply because you decided you were going to profit out of your own experiences of pain. You were going to profit out of those difficult, situations and circumstances that you had to overcome. So I think one of the things that it helps you to do is to avoid being a victim, because if you have purpose in your mind that you're going to profit out of every single painful experience that you go through, you then begin to see all of these experiences as a way to not just make money, but a way to add value, a way to build, a way to grow, and a way to help other people, which is again the most important part. So it really is about reframing the way that we perceive and experience difficult situations and hardships and setbacks. I always say that a setback is always a setup for something greater. A setback is always, if you think about an arrow, right? An arrow always has to be pulled back before it's catapulted forward at a faster speed. But when it's being pulled back, it looks like it's a setback. It looks like it's a delay. It looks like it's confusion. It looks like it's pain. It looks like it's difficult. But when it's catapulted forward, there is no stopping that arrow until it meets its destination or it meets its target. And so I think it's about the way that we reframe the things that we're going through, the way that we reframe the experiences that we've already gone through. One of the things that I'm also super grateful about my experiences with challenges and difficulties is it helps you to build resilience. Resilience, grit, fortitude, like those things that are needed. You're going to need those things even if you're building a business, even if you're traveling the world, even if you're starting a family. You're going to need resilience. You're going to need some grit. You're going to need a lot of these things that you learn through a challenge and through an obstacle and through a setback. But another thing that I've also come to realize is that the more successful you are, actually the more problems you will experience or you'll be presented with. And you know, when I was a lot younger and just generally, I always thought that, okay, the more successful you are, it's like there's less problems, you know, there's less, you know, problems or issues, or, you know, from where I'm from culturally, we would say wahala. But actually, I've begun to realize that the more successful you are, the moment you get that promotion, you're a target. The moment you're excellent at a certain skill or a certain job or a certain ability, there's an issue. And the more success you have in whatever endeavors, it could be your career, your job, your whatever it is, that becomes, you actually experience more problems. So the idea of solving a problem or the idea of running away from a problem is essentially futile. You know, it's pointless, because we will always be presented with problems. And I think that the most important thing is to get very good with problem solving, strategizing, the ability to make quick decisions, right? And the ability to understand at the core base of the problem, what is the problem? Because sometimes there is a problem, but actually what we're looking at is not actually the problem. There's an underlying problem. And so it helps us to actually develop even further skills that we didn't actually know that we had. A lot of us, and probably a lot of you that have subscribed to this channel, you're on this channel because you are tired of the results that you've seen in your life thus far. You want to level up, you want to have a completely different experience. Maybe some of you are already along the way. Maybe some of you are almost there, you're almost at your target, you're almost at your goal, but you just need a bit more, I don't know, you're almost there, but it's just the last push. Sometimes the last push, the labor pains, can be the most difficult time of achieving a goal. The time when you're, the time when you're just about to break through, the time when you're just about to hit the target, the time when you're just about to achieve the goal can actually be the most difficult time, period. Like, ask anyone who's had children, I'm sure, you know, carrying the baby for 9 months was difficult. But when that mother is on the labor bed, that's a pretty rough, painful time. And the same thing is true with us. A lot of us were pregnant with ideas, we're pregnant with businesses, we're pregnant with books, we're pregnant with courses, we're pregnant with so much. And some of us are almost at the point where we're gonna deliver. Some of us are almost at the point where we're getting ready to push on that labor bed. But there is so much pain, there's so much weight. It's heavy, it's difficult. But this series is all about the courage to take action, the courage having the right mindset, because courage is a mindset, right? I think nobody, you know, no sane person runs towards a problem on purpose. But if you have the right mindset, if you have the right way of seeing a situation or a problem or an obstacle, it might look like to somebody else you're running towards a problem, and even you might know that you're running towards the problem, but the truth is you're running towards that problem because you have the right mindset that if we embrace challenges and if we embrace difficulties, then actually it's a stepping stone for more. It's a stepping stone for greater things. It's a stepping stone for growth. It's a stepping stone for resilience. It's a stepping stone to be able to help others. It's a stepping stone to the ability to level up faster. And so you're gonna look back at, yourself in the next 5 years' time, and you're in the next 5 years, and you're gonna realize that, oh my goodness, you have so many gifts and skills and abilities and things that you have acquired, not in a place of comfort, but you've actually acquired that in a place of difficulty, because in difficulty and in challenges is where growth is actually birthed. And so I suppose I say all of this to say that the whole premise and the whole purpose of this video was to talk about the mindset of embracing challenges. There's no way to be a courageous person naturally without this mindset of embracing challenges. Sometimes it doesn't always come natural to us. I know for myself, I'm somebody who, if there's a challenge that way, I'm going this way, right? But actually, the more you develop the mindset of, okay, there's a problem, I'm running towards it, I'm going towards it. How can we tackle it? How can we overcome it? What are the strategies or principles that we can apply to it? The more we have that mindset, the more we can build that mindset of being a courageous person. And again, it's not an easy thing. It's not an overnight thing. It's a process. Now, I know that I've been going over this, my normal 10 minutes, because this video, I really wanted to get some of the key points conveyed over to you. But I'm gonna end the video here, and I essentially want to allow you guys to just think about, where you are right now in the idea of giving birth. Are you in the labor room? Do you need to start pushing soon? Are you still in the kind of the process of carrying a baby in the 9 months? Are you just about to conceive? Like, where are you in that process? Because I think sometimes when we understand where we are in terms of our timelines, it helps us to know, okay, how much courage do I need? Because sometimes the truth is, the amount of courage you need to conceive might not be the same courage you need to start pushing out that baby. So whether it's an idea of, starting a business, or writing a book, or starting an online course, or eventually even just, moving countries, traveling the world, whatever it is that you feel that you need courage for, thinking about where you are in terms of your timeline of delivery can be really helpful as well. So guys, we've come to the end of the video. I'm really excited about the Courage series. So excited that so many of you are joining the family and are wanting to level up together. Really excited about that. Don't forget, if you haven't already, to like, subscribe, and also share this channel. I will be coming on to this channel a lot more regularly. And I will see you guys on another video on this channel right here on the Courage series. Bye.